That's all it is, man.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's what happens when they've got Stradia and old generation consoles that are in this mix, and they're watering down their development potential and crap like that.
They should have basically never released it um, for older systems. I know that's like impossible. There's like no way they wouldn't have done that, but
Well, it's funny, if you go to their website, they still say that it's available on the PlayStation, so I don't know if they've actually
yeah,
put it
where are
back
you
on the
supposed to
market.
put? Where are you gonna get it? And it's so cheap now too. I've seen it for like $30.
No way.
Yeah, on
Wow.
multiple like PC for sure, and I've seen it on sale randomly for Xbox for like $30.
Wow. They're certainly not getting Game of the Year for that now.
Oh man.
Didn't Witcher get Game of the Year?
Oh, a million Game of the Year awards. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Which is really tough. I mean, like that's a big fall from grace. It's you think of how much potential they had with that game, and how bad they made it.
Mm-hmm.
Investors, I'm sure, are still squabbling at them over this.
Oh my god.
Oh
yeah.
hell yeah.
So welcome to the the originally planned weekly Ricka game Joy6 Canada Gamescast, the only Canadian video game podcast. There's no others. Don't even bother looking for them. Yeah, I'm one of
I
your
thought you were gonna
hosts.
say the only one where you can get the thing.
The Thing?
You don't
You
don't
know,
listen to
the
Nintendo
thing?
voice chat, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
I thought we were gonna appropriate all of the sayings.
Oh,
from
yeah,
all the
we
other
should just
podcasts.
steal. We should just steal bits and pieces from every podcast and claim
Mhm.
them as our own. My name is Daniel Stephen John. I'm joined by Richard Marginson, Michael Black, and Nicholas Van Vlymen. Is it Nicholas? It's always Nicholas, right? Nick is only short for Nicholas.
You got it.
Nicodemus?
Nicotash. Nicodemus?
Since we now know
Nicodemus.
You
your
ever
middle
seen
name,
Secret of Nim?
Oh, that's true, yeah. Yes,
Since
my
we know
my
your-
middle name is Stephen, but do you know if it's spelt with a PH or a V?
100% the PH.
Or a
I hope it's
PHAN
PH.
or
That's the way
EN?
Stephen King spells
No,
his name.
It's gotta be
I
A.
think you'd be the VEN, yeah. Steven.
No,
I
British parents. Steve,
It's-
it's PHAN.
it's PH.
So you're
It-
Stefan?
and-
You're actually technically Stefan.
That's right.
So here's a fun
That's-
fact. My middle name is John.
Oh Jesus.
But what
Christ.
version of John?
The same as Dan's last.
So
name.
my
so-
so my brother's name is Richard John.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh shit.
If
Richard
you're
John?
Richard Edward John. If your last name was Edward, I would.
Actually,
I'd probably just walk
name
away.
is Edward. So what my family did was, my dad's middle name was Edward, which was his dad's name, and his name was John. So my middle name is John. And then I had two girls, and we're like, "This is a fucking stupid tradition.
Wait a minute. The name John is the best.
No one has a middle name Richard, which is probably for the best."
So we continued something like that. So my grandfather was Vincent. My dad's middle name is now was Vincent, and then my son's middle name is Vincent. So
Oh,
we
nice.
continued that tradition.
Why
Alyssa
not?
has Jane as her middle name, which is Jen's middle name as well, and
Hmm.
and so on and so forth. But my middle name's Ian. But the reason why it's not John, my family is French Canadian, like Northern Ontario, and so there is Jean, and every other iteration of Jean you could possibly think of.
Jean Valjean.
Ian is the Scottish iteration of John.
Ian.
So there you go.
Jean Baptiste.
Jean Baptiste. Sure.
Yeah, so I tried scouring the internet for some luscious tidbits and video game news. There's jack shit going on right now.
Bullshit. Elite
Well-
Dangerous has just released alpha for Odyssey, which is their first-person view of what Star Citizen did 4 years ago, and it's glorious in alpha stage. It's beautiful. You can see the inside of a space station and walk around your ship with no VR anymore. I mean, it's groundbreaking.
So there's
Do you work for that company?
yeah. So there's no news. There's no video game news. Like I was saying. That be
Cyberpunk patch. I mean, that's
that's
like,
about as juicy as it gets. A what? 5-month-old game? 6-month? 5-month-old game.
Dead game. Nobody's talking about it anymore.
When the hell did it come out again? Was it November or December?
It was November.
Yeah, Jesus.
November
Feels
11th.
feels like so long ago now. Anyways, 5-month-old game getting a patch. That's the biggest news. Well, it's lengthy. It's lengthy. That's for sure. Yeah.
Huge, and it had a lot of quality of life fixes and a lot of bug fixes.
I will. You know what? I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Like, I will 100% get back into the game. At least try it again when the Series X version is released. Like, I don't want just like patches and shit. I want it to be like, okay, here's like significant upgrades, and like it's locked at, even if it's like 1440p 60, like with ray tracing and all that kind of crap. I just want something done.
So you want
significantly to it. Yeah, I want magic.
Okay.
Is that too much to ask?
Because yeah,
Is that too much to ask?
if you look at the equivalent PC to a Series X to how it performs with Cyberpunk, I don't know if you'd be very happy with how it performs.
Well, weren't they saying like the Series X is comparable to what was it, a 2060 Super or something?
That sounds about right.
Really?
2060 Super. So that would be, and a 2060 Super is equivalent to like a 3060 Ti kind of thing, right? Something like that. Anyway, I can't remember what the hell it is. But anyways, it's a powerful machine. It's not going to be 3080 worthy or anything, for God's sake, but the machine's $600, so what do you expect?
If it had DLSS, I would say yeah, maybe it could do what you're asking it to do, but they chose to go with AMD for their GPUs, so.
So
What a shame.
with all of these extra features, I mean, they're all software based, right? I mean, they're not silicone restricted. So
Are you sure?
while-
There's tensor cores that the NVIDIA cards have, I think, that accomplishes the AI shit, doesn't it? I
possibly.
thought.
I
Yeah.
mean, my view on console and console life has always been, if you look at what the Super Nintendo did near the end of its life, you look at what the PlayStation did near the end of its life. I mean, these games and consoles were pushing the limits of what the hardware had to offer. The Super Nintendo was obviously including like 3D effects chips on their actual cartridges and things like that. Obviously,
Super
we can't
FX, Nick.
Dan was a big 3D effects fan, so.
Sorry. Didn't
Oh,
mean
my
to.
Voodoo 3000, man. Come on, don't. Anyways, go on. Sorry.
Dan always bets on the underdog.
We're only at the cusp of this current generation, and the reality is I haven't even crossed into the loop of getting a PS5 because there isn't anything out there of that truly interests me, right? Like, there's nothing groundbreaking. There's nothing, like, it all feels sort of last generation still. Like, we haven't really crossed that foothold yet. And last generation games are still being made. Like we need to cut ties, take that Band-Aid off a little bit. But at the same time, I mean, really, what am I looking forward to? Horizon Zero Dawn and, Ratchet and Clank. Like, a game like Ratchet and Clank does not need new generation hardware in order to look good. Like,
Yeah.
it isn't required.
Oh, you're right. It's. What? What? No.
Hey, Nick.
So
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, who's being interrupted? Dan or you, Nick? It's
Dan.
just
It is
Dan.
me.
Right? Okay, yeah, Nick.
Oh,
you got-
I got a little spider that's dangling down from one of my lights, and it's just
Oh.
it's
I got one of those
this little
somewhere. Where is
tiny
he?
thing, and it always happens. Like, I'll get them like dangling down right in front of the monitor, so I
So
just
creepy.
lightly blow them to the wall.
Oh my God, that has happened to me before. It's like just
Oh, shit.
right here. Be like,
PS5s
oh,
were
hello.
in stock 37 minutes ago at Shoppers Drug Mart.
Damn.
The PS5 sold out quickly, so that's.
Don't tell Nick.
Well, Nick, I was going to ask you, you said you were on the fence about the PS5. Are you feeling pretty good about the Series X, though, from your experience so far?
So, I think it's difficult to choose sides, right? I mean, it's two sides of the same coin. I mean, you pick and choose, right? I think I picked up the Series X only because the immediacy of what it had to offer intrigued me more than what the PS5 did. And I think had the PS5 launched with a stronger selection of games, I may have probably flipped it a little bit back and forth. Do I actually own anything other than Cyberpunk? No, I don't. And for that reason, I was really hyped up for it. And the console is the only one that plays it well, is the Xbox. So did I make a wrong choice under that pretense? No, I don't think I did. My PC wouldn't be able to run it the way that I needed it to. So I mean, in that regard, better choice.
But you've also got hundreds of games because of Game Pass, right?
Yeah, yeah, and you know what? I do have that. I mean, we do game share, me and somebody else, and so I mean, the selection of games is there. But I mean, even with current generation, like Halo has been delayed. I mean, like I don't really know really what else I would be interested in at this point in time, anyways.
Well, that's what Dan's going to reveal to us.
Oh, that's goddamn. You're goddamn right, Mike.
He's going to give us some tantalizing.
Sony has a state of play
on the horizon
in the middle of April, though.
They probably have another one coming out. I know they had one in February. Like, I think the last time we all chatted, it was like to go over like what we were expecting to see at the state of play, which I think it was late. I think it was like mid-February or something.
Yeah, it was the one that you lost.
Yeah, it was the one that I completely botched the audio on.
So Ratchet and Clank, Insomniac just announced a few hours ago here that it'll be playable now. Actually, the update just went live.
You what now?
So this is the 2016 Ratchet and Clank playable at 60 FPS on PS5.
Oh yes, I did.
Oh, wow.
I did see that.
And
Yeah.
it's free as part of the Play at Home campaign. So everybody, I downloaded it.
Yeah.
But
It's
they were
awesome,
giving
man.
away,
It's awesome. Yeah, they were giving it.
Horizon's
Yeah, they were
gone.
giving it away before. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Dexter.
it's free until tomorrow. So now, if you have a
Dexter.
PS5 with it, you can play it at 60 FPS.
Nice.
Oh, Dexter, little kitty cat. Ooh, little kitty cat.
He was meowing at me, so I felt bad.
Oh, he's a cutie.
See, my two like to come in when I'm just entering a Zoom meeting and meow at my feet, and so everybody, I have to put myself on mute. They're like, "Is somebody outside? Are there cats nearby?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sorry, that's me."
I don't know anyone who gets mad at animals coming on a Zoom call though. It usually just devolves into like all the women on the calls are like
I literally just went, "Oh, what a cutie!" It's,
Well, yeah, sorry, and Richard.
Yeah, and me.
I'm just used to Dexter, and I know what he's like. He's hilarious.
I'm holding him like a baby to see how long until
Yeah.
I get horribly scratched.
Maimed all the way down the arm. So yeah, I was kind of looking at the list of stuff coming out in the next, I guess, 3 months. So like technically spring, because what is it? June 21st is the first day of summer. So
Sure, whatever
anyway.
you want. Yeah, that's fine.
So that was kind of the unofficial cutoff, but whatever. Yeah, so April 1st, which is insanely in 2 days, Outriders is out. Which I think I might be the only person that I know that's actually played it. So the demo that they had out, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago now? So they had a demo out for it on Xbox Series X and S, I'm assuming. But it wasn't really a demo. It was like the first few hours of the game. So you get to like all of these like online games. You have to play by yourself and like learn the characters and the story and all that kind of stuff for about 2 hours or so, and then the game opens up to this huge online thing. So like I did all the single player stuff. And then I got to the online portion and the game crashed because I think at that point the test was done, like the demo period was done. But it was cool that I still got to play it for a couple hours. Anyways, apparently what you can do with that demo is you can carry on your progress to the main game when it comes out, which was like, oh, that's freaking sweet. So I didn't waste any time. But so the game, honestly, man, it has a lot of potential. It's made by the guys that did Gears of War, like some of the guys. It's that people can fly. So it's like
I would say
some of the
guys who did the God, what was the name of that fucking game? It was first person. You dick fart mother, and you'd, like kick people, and then you'd like lasso them back. The fuck
Oh,
was
Blood.
Just Cause.
that?
No, not just cause. Oh my God.
I
Why
mean,
am I drawing a blank?
They came and did. They were purchased by Microsoft, so they
Jesus.
came and did those afterward.
But
Sorry, they're owned by Epic now.
when you say it, the name of the game, I would be like, yep, done. I know what
Starts with
game
a
you're talking.
D. I think it starts with a D. What's the name of it?
Yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be released on like literally every platform, and it's gonna be cross-platform as well, which is nuts. Like cross-play, I mean. So you're gonna be able to play PC.
Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm. That's it.
Oh,
But
bullshit.
you're right. They did do. I'm so sorry. They did Gears of War first.
The first
So
Gears
what
of
would
War.
you-
Coalition
would you
took
describe as
Coalition
Gears
took
of
over,
War?
I think, from people from Flow.
Wow. And they did Judgment. They did Judgment
Well,
too.
So the reason I'm saying Gears of War is because they have a really in Outriders they had a really good cover system. Like for all intents and purposes, it's basically like a Destiny clone. But I actually give a crap about the characters. They're not all maskless like robots. I always felt Destiny was kind of like that. Like they all had the masks on, and like there was no real character to anybody. It was just like all faceless beings and stuff. Whereas in this game, it's all like army guys, but they actually have some pretty good voice actors and pretty good story. And so the cover system's really good.
That makes sense. That's
And
Gears of War.
exactly. It's like they know what they're doing. So, but yeah, the fact that it's gonna be free on Game Pass as well for Series X is like kind of one of the driving factors for everybody. It's like just try it, like
That's
try it
if
for
you
one
guys are
night.
willing to jump in and give it a go. I'll give it, the college try, and I'll determine if that's enough. And we had talked about Ghost of Tsushima one more time, and that was like 2 weeks ago. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about Sea of Thieves as well. That never happened.
ooh,
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah,
Well, we did
we played it. We played it once.
Really?
We played it once.
Well, I will Destruction All Stars this game
Oh
for sure.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Yeah, just
this
try
is
it for
the
one night. If
problem.
you like it, stick with it. If you don't, then don't.
Mhm.
Okay, so here's the challenge: is that it is cross-platform. You're right. I was just checking it out. So PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X, PC, but it's not available on PC Game Pass.
Which,
Oh,
that does kind of
well.
suck.
It's not getting my vote then.
Yeah, it's horrible. I don't know why. That
Oh
would be.
shit! Yeah, Mike can't play it either, Richard. So you're not alone.
Oh, okay. Enjoy your mediocrity with that game. I mean, maybe it'll be as good as Balan Wonder World.
I don't think anything can be as good as Balan Wonderworld, Mike. But yeah, so that's like kind of the big next thing coming out, which is in 2 days, which is kind of nuts. I don't know who actually cares about Oddworld. I know if Andy was on this, he would be like, "How dare you guys say anything bad about Oddworld?" I'm like, I don't give a shit about Oddworld anymore. I'm sorry.
He should be here to defend it. Like he'd be the only defender. Really.
You know what? Oddworld has a great legacy to it, and it's colorful. It has a lot of presence, but I just don't think that it's held up over the course of the generations.
No, man. It's
It's like somebody saying, "Hey, we're gonna make another Zork." I'd be like, "Hey, that's good."
I'd be
good
more
for
into
you
that.
guys. Good for you guys.
And
Yeah,
that would be
you do that. You do that. I'm so happy for you guys. See you later.
I don't know what it is with that IP. I just never really liked the character very much. I thought he was like very unappealing, and I was like, this does not look like my kind of game.
He was a bit whiny, like Abe or whatever. This is Abe, right? Abe's Odyssey. Yeah, he was a
He
little
looks
bit of a
unfortunate.
whiny. He was
Like,
a little
I just look at him, I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to get to know this guy.
character design was always kind of questionable, like why his mouth was always stitched. I always
I
thought
never
that.
understood that. I'm sure there's a reason. I guarantee there
They,
is.
they
I'm like,
did explain it in some of the earlier ones as part of the character development, but it's long gone now. I mean, whatever.
So there was an offshoot of Oddworlds at Stranger's Wrath on Xbox. I don't know if anyone ever played that. It was like a legitimately good third person like action adventure game. It was completely different from the side scrolling stuff, but it had a lot of the same characters, but it was like a third person kind of quasi open world like action adventure game.
And
And it
people
was
dug the multiplayer a lot, right?
for Stranger's Wrath.
Yeah, am I wrong?
I think it might have had multiplayer. This was back like original Xbox.
Yeah, when I worked at Rogers, it was very popular. Like there were kids that were asking for it all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I remember, this is going back a ways, but I remember it being the first 720p Xbox game.
Ooh, crispy crisp.
And you could actually use the component cables on the Xbox. And it was the first game that actually rendered in widescreen 720p. And it was like, when I saw that, I was like, holy shit, this looks so good. And
As long as you're playing it on a Sony Wega.
Yeah, Sony Wega, baby.
I have
Sony Wega Trinitron.
Yeah.
How many people here had one of those? One of those old gray.
Oh,
all
everyone,
of us.
everyone.
That's amazing.
I had the hilarious widescreen from England that was
With SCART.
with
SCART
SCART. Yeah, I imported I imported a 28-inch Sony.
Sounds a lot like
Sharts. Get me the Shart cable.
Yes.
Get me the Shart cable.
The infamous.
That was a great TV. I bought that while I was working at Costco. I pretty much walked it out the door. Nobody noticed.
I was
There you
so
go.
excited about that TV when I got it, and I loved it for so long. Like
They were
was
great
over a
TVs,
decade,
man.
I think I used it.
I don't think anyone's Trinitron or Wega like ever actually died. I think they just got rid of it.
I
Yeah.
sold mine.
I don't think I've ever heard of anyone's breaking.
I just moved on to an LCD.
Yeah, they just disappeared. Like, where'd they go?
They've actually got a good resurgence in the arcade field right now.
Oh my
because
god, yeah.
the composite in is really good for merging the arcade lines, and so low frequency and the low line requirement makes them really good. Now, not the widescreen one, only like the 4x3 model.
Yeah.
But there's a huge resale market for the Sony Wegas because there's no burn-in. The tubes last forever.
Well, it's crisp as hell too. The image is like
and
super stable and crisp.
You can go into any buy and sell store, pawn shop, and there's always one sitting on the wall someplace.
Now, Nick, those are bulky and heavy as fuck. Do people take them out of their case and put them into an arcade cabinet somehow?
Yeah,
that's something you can do.
Them right down, yeah, they strip them right down to the frame. I mean, hey, for perspective, the 19-inch that I have in the Pac-Man weighs at least 60 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's got some really crazy infrastructure in those cabinets, I guess.
Yeah, like the metal framing and all these things. I mean, like when you handle the plastic on these TVs, it's nothing more than a shroud, right? If you were to take that plastic off, it's the metal infrastructure. It makes those things bulletproof for sure.
I'm shocked that they're like not more front heavy than they are. Like they obviously are front heavy, but I'm always shocked that like, that's the thing. I'm always shocked that they don't fall forward more often because they're so goddamn front heavy. Like, yeah, you always find that out when you lift it up. When you lift it up, you're like, oh fuck! You're like, no, get to the front.
Pivot.
I almost missed those days. The next game I know we're all very excited for. MLB The Show 21. The
Gamepass, because that's the only one I would play that.
Sorry, that was just a reaction about talking about any sport game. Like NFL would do that. Talking about the Leafs would do that too.
The one cool thing about this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Is that it was a Sony exclusive for years, right? They had the MLB license. This is the first year that it's going to be available on Xbox.
Really?
Yeah.
And I honestly can't remember. I think it was the MLB pressured Sony into letting the license go or something. They're like, we'll let you continue to do it, but it has to be on Xbox as well or something.
They forced.
Is it like a limited exclusive? So like the first couple of months, or is it like completely open?
Yeah, it's completely open.
Wow.
Which is wild. I think it's because this franchise has like basically monopolized baseball video games. Like Madden, but Madden's on every platform on the face of the earth, so who cares? Same with NHL, same with FIFA. It's like, but baseball is only this one, so it's like, no. You gotta. I think at this point they realize like, no, you gotta release it on everything because
you know what? That's really funny. I never knew that before. That's really funny.
And it's a good series, I guess. I don't know. I used to love playing baseball games, man. Like Super Bases Loaded and like RBI Baseball and like back in the Genesis and Super Nintendo days. Those games were awesome.
But those are arcade sports games, though. I mean, the mechanics of those games were meant to be quick-paced, fast, and furious.
Well, I guess that's what I want for
Think of
baseball.
all of the NHL games right now. I mean, like, there's all of the management portion that you could do. There's all the trading, and like they get really granular. And for anybody who's really big into the sport, then they're obviously talking and they're targeting these individuals, right? So they're definitely not targeting me.
No. Okay, so I will say with the NHL game, just because I'm a massive like NHL video game dork, they've done a really, really good job at appealing to like the uber nerds for like the micromanagement crap, but they've also made so many new modes in the game where they appeal to anybody. Like you can just like there's some where you can play with the mascots of your teams. And, like, there's no rules, there's no penalties, there's no icing, no offsides. It's just, like, you just go nuts. And the announcer's, like an NBA Jam announcer, basically. It's just super over the top and ridiculous. Like, they've added so many new modes in it where it appeals to literally almost everybody. I have no idea. Maybe this MLB one does that, but I honestly have too many friggin' games to play where I don't even want to bother trying, so... I think like Mike said, if it was on Game Pass, I would try it. I would definitely download it and I'd legitimately play it.
Like it's not going to be on Game Pass day one, I guess, right?
No.
It's not a game.
I will never play that game.
Like FIFA. FIFA is not a thing for me either. That's free on Game Pass, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like I care so little about FIFA where I'm like, I don't even download it for free.
FIFA to me is like the WWF games, any of the wrestling games. They don't ever seem to evolve. Like the character models look okay, but like the gameplay looks really kind of blocky. It doesn't really seem fluid. Wrestling games all really felt like that. The UFC games felt like that. Like
the UFC games are very like you're watching a game immediately.
Yeah.
The jank is crazy in UFC games. Some of the glitches.
It's so bad. It's like just make it arcadey. Make it arcadey and stupid. Just I don't know.
Part of me thinks that they deliberately leave that stuff in.
So in FIFA this year they introduced Volta mode, which is like a 3v3 street soccer mode.
Oh really?
Not this year. This was last year they introduced it. This
Volta.
year they
Okay.
For it, which is garbage. But anyway.
Yeah.
So like they used to have FIFA Street, which was like
awesome. I loved FIFA Street.
It's fucking awesome, right? But so this is like the realistic FIFA Street 3v3 with the arena, and like you can bounce it off the boards and stuff like that. So like they have a little bit of an arcadey thing in the game mode. Same thing with NHL. I think,
NHL's got it's just called 3v3 or ones or whatever. They have a ton of modes.
It's arcadey. It's speedier.
Yeah,
yeah. And all that sort of shit. What are you gonna do in MLB? What are you gonna have like three people like manning the base and like three people hitting and three people in the outfield? Like it doesn't. I don't understand.
Yeah, like NFL Blitz.
Speed it up.
Yeah, NFL Blitz, NBA Jam, or even NHL Hits, which was fucking awesome. Like you can't replicate any of those with baseball. Like what the hell are you supposed to do? Like have a home run derby? Like that's about the only thing you could have a home run derby.
Awesome. I played triple play like the shit out of triple play back in the day. PS2, I guess it would have been PS1, maybe even. I don't know. Like, it was a game I played a ton of. But,
I don't know. That's baseball. That's baseball, folks. I don't know if Mike gives a shit about this, but there's a new Pokemon Snap coming out on April 30th.
I'll try it. Like.
You'll legitimately purchase it for $80 plus tax, right, Mike?
I'll probably play it with Randy, actually.
Mike's definitely going to legitimately
take snaps of Pokemon. What are you saying?
You'll legitimately purchase this game for $80 plus tax Canadian? I'm sure you will.
I will likely play it in 4K with alternate means.
Somehow I don't think that game's going to struggle at 4K. I think it might run flawlessly.
What do you think about trying Monster Hunter Rise with that emulator? That would be pretty great.
I would need to be interested in Monster Hunter, which
this is supposed to be a much more accessible, arcadey.
I know everyone's been saying like,
yeah,
I've heard nothing but good things about it. I'm like, but the thing is, Monster Hunter World, everyone was saying the same thing about that, and like I played it for like a week.
Yeah, but Rise is a much more streamlined approach to that. They basically took all the mechanics of what worked well in World and then they streamlined it to make it work, obviously, on the Switch. And I think it's not as big an open world game as World is, but they took all of the mechanics that worked, they took all the weapons, all of the kind of various creatures, and they condensed it down. World's a tough one. Like, I'd love to get back in the World, but honestly, that is not a game you can solo.
No,
Like,
that's the thing. There's
really gotta
no
get in
way
there
to
with
play.
somebody else that kind of knows what they're doing.
Fuck, I think we talked about this last time. It's like, even just having one other person, you have to, because when you die, that other person can come res you and save you like 20 minutes. Well, it's like as soon as you die on your own, you're done. I'm like, well, this sucks.
So with that deal that you posted earlier, I ended up by buying the 5 months Gamepass and the gold and everything else, and that's for Aiden, and for Easter, that's what we're going to give him. Because he's been dying. Like, we tried like various ways of playing together, and we just haven't been able to find something that we can do collectively. And like, we started doing the VR kind of thing, which is fine, but I mean, that's still kind of by yourself.
Oh, it definitely
is.
And
so with this, it opens and unlocks a lot of possibility to play like Sea of Thieves, Monster Hunter, like you name any of, like even Rocket League, and like, even though that's crossplay, but you know, now it's going to be like hey, why don't you play upstairs? I'll play down here, and it's not even a question anymore. Like, it just will work. And so we're going to probably get back into Monster Hunter, and then like you're talking about like Outriders, like in literally any game that's going to be multiplayer, I know he's just going to be all over, like if he can get in there with one other person.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I just need one other friend, like one other person I know to play a game with. I don't care who the hell it is most of the time.
Yeah.
The hell?
Yeah, it could even be Richard. You're like, what the hell?
Care who it is?
I don't give a shit.
Okay. All right.
Wait, what am I missing? Did I say something?
Just seemed very insulting to people here.
To everybody? Yeah, I don't care if it's any of you assholes. It could be anybody. Is that better?
I wanted you to play Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer, and you.
I did that one time. I played with you guys for like 4 hours, and I was like, "Okay, that was fun. See ya. I'm done."
Listen, all you'd have to say to John or I is like, "Hey, let's go tonight. Let's do it." And John will buy. I'll be online.
I won't be.
An hour, one match, and I'm like cooked after that. There's no way I can do 2 anymore. Like, after like 45 minutes to an hour a session.
The single player game for that is phenomenal, but the multiplayer, I am not a fan. That's just me.
I had a hand cramp too. It's true.
How are you gripping your controllers? Are you guys doing that weird
like
claw?
The claw,
shit?
like.
No, it's just the way that you have to like switch stances, and the way that you're. Like,
no, I've been there. I know what you. Well, the PS. Are you using PS5 controllers? No, Nick's using PS4.
Yeah.
PS4 controller's fucking awful, man. I'm sorry.
Great.
I don't know. PS5 controller? Oh, I like it.
Yeah, the PS. Oh, dude, you got the white one too. That's the one that I had. Such a great looking controller, man.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
Controller.
I don't know. I'm just so used to the
I finally got
Xbox
it working
controller.
with Steam. So Mike, you know how we were talking about like the DS4 or whatever, that Windows app?
Oh yeah, there we go.
If you sync it via Bluetooth and then plug it in and then turn your Bluetooth off, Steam will just kick in because it'll have the configuration already set up for it and doesn't need anything else. So.
Oh, nice.
Been good.
But just Steam, right? You couldn't use it for something like RetroArch or anything like that, right?
No.
Oh, what the hell? That's dumb.
That's why I bought an Xbox controller. I bought one of the Series X controllers recently just because of that. I was so annoyed when I was with Randy trying to play Stranger Things.
Oh fuck, nice, Richard. I didn't know you got one.
Oh, you got the core control. Yeah, you got the black one. I got the robot white one.
That is the Xbox One controller, though. I don't think it's.
No, that's Series X.
No, that is. You can tell from the D-pad.
It's got the share button, and it's got the share button in the middle. That's only Series X. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got the brand new Series X one.
Yeah, that's Series X. And the D-pad is very clicky.
It's really good.
I love the D-pad. It's very clicky. The regular Xbox One D-pad is not clicky. It's very mushy.
That one's very grippy too. Like the it's very rough. The
material in the back
are the triggers even have texture on them, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. They're nice and soft. Like
it's a great PC controller.
Yeah, this is what I'm using it for. It came with the Bluetooth.
I just have this.
Oh, nice. You got the little dongle with it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, what's Dan got there? Is that the one?
I just have the old. This is like my launch Xbox One controller.
No,
No, it's not.
the trigger, the shoulder.
No,
buttons are terrible on those.
this is the one that I got with my with my Xbox One X.
That was a good one. They're pretty much the same. Like that. That's my other controller.
The only difference is it has like you can't really see it, but there it is, the headphone jack at the bottom, and it's Bluetooth as well.
Mine has that too. Are you sure this isn't the Series X one?
Look at the share button, right?
No,
Yeah,
the share button's a giveaway. The share button's a dead giveaway.
Yours is definitely the new one, Richard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I totally thought I was buying the Xbox One.
I don't even think they sell them anymore, to be honest with you, because you can use the Series X controllers on the Xbox One. So I think they're just selling, and vice versa. So I think they're just selling the Series X controllers now, and that's it.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, cool.
Dan, do you have more news?
I have more games. Jesus Christ, we're only what?
Three?
Yeah, are we
Four
going to
games.
talk about what we've been playing at all, or are we going to skip that?
We've literally gone through 4 games. I'm just gonna blast through the rest of the
Yeah,
games. How's that
for it.
sound? R-Type
Hold on,
Final
were there
2.
shoutouts?
R-Type Final 2. That's all that. Nick's the only one that cares about that.
I'd check that out.
Actually, I'm just joking. I would definitely play it. Returnal, April 30th. I watched
What a clever name for a game.
during the State of Play thing. I was pretty like, looks very generic. I'll wait to see reviews for it. It could be good.
Great. It's gonna be free. It's gonna be the best price.
Oh, this is the game that apparently looks like Lucy O'Brien.
Oh yes, you're right. You're right.
That's I don't
Yeah,
know if she
you're right.
does, but that's what people were saying to Lucy. Like she was talking about.
It does though. It does. It looks exactly like her.
That's pretty funny.
Resident Evil Village. I'm actually kind of pumped for.
Wait, when is that coming out?
May 7th apparently.
Oh, okay,
Which is
that's
like
a game
really,
I'm
which
very
is
pumped
really,
for.
that's really soon.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That'll be amazing.
Deathloop, which I'm not really. I don't know.
Isn't that getting? Oh wait, that's the pulpy one, right?
That's the Dishonored devs are making it. It's like
Yeah, I don't think
yes,
I'm gonna play that one.
it's definitely got its audience. Like it looks really neat. I'm not gonna play it, but it looks really cool. Yeah, the
mechanic of
concept and the mechanic of it, like in the art style is like neat. It's like very original and kind of like Mike was saying, like the whole pulpy kind of like pastel colors and like disco era kind of shit. It looks really, really cool, and like there's a lot of people that are going to be into it. I just couldn't give a shit about it. That's all. That's just my personal opinion. That's it. It's going to do really well. It's probably going to be a good game. It's just how I didn't really care for Dishonored 1 or 2 as well. Anyways, yeah. One game I'm actually pretty interested in playing is that Biomutant. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's been like delayed, but it's actually apparently coming out May 25th. It's
So
like what was that, Richard?
Oh, it's on super sale. I don't know if you guys have been seeing these prices, but it's like $45 or something like that right now.
What? For Biomutant?
On PS5, on PC, it's like on Xbox. I think it's actually on Xbox as well coming out.
Yeah, honestly guys, check out Biomutant. It's like
Oh, Andy's excited for that game.
it looks awesome, man.
You know what? This is sorry. I'm just looking it up, and
It looks really cool.
this looks good. Yeah.
Open world, post-apocalyptic kung fu fable RPG. I'm like,
Yeah.
yep, that sounds good. All of those things are fun.
I think the demo kind of summed it up when I saw it. I was like, yeah, I'm totally all over this.
People were actually calling it like a pricing error today. I was reading on the Game Deals Canada Twitter, and it was like, no, this is just it's for sale everywhere. Like PSN, Steam has it on the same price.
Wow.
I'm gonna wait. I could see this being like a Game Pass day and date release or something. These days I can't be sure about anything. I'm like, I'll buy a game and then it'll just get released for free. I'm like, God damn it, why did I buy this? But it looks awesome. It looks really, really cool, and like nothing else that's out basically. So I'm super pumped. And then Chivalry 2, which is one of those games I'm gonna wait for it to be like $10, and then I'll definitely buy it for PC. Did anyone ever play Chivalry 1? It was hilarious.
That's good.
It was
Did you not
a lot of
demo it
fun.
when we were at your place once or something like that?
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's like just chucking spears in people's heads, and it's just chaos. It's just chaos for like an hour. It's worth $10. But if
Is
it
that the game that people like were obsessed with from the multiplayer?
yes,
Yeah, it's all multiplayer stuff that was made it popular. What was the For Honor? It's like the precursor.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking about For Honor.
Oh, okay.
yeah, but
That was cool.
Chivalry was like a really tongue-in-cheek version of For Honor. For Honor is like a legit, like serious game. Chivalry is just ridiculous nonsense.
But I
It's
think
like Chivalry to For Honor is like Just Cause to Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Sure.
So edgy.
Edgy, Jesus. I don't. You think Just Cause is edgy?
Oh yeah, super edgy.
Super edgy, bro.
Just cause, man, just cause.
Oh wow. Final Fantasy VII Remake
I hate those
Intergrade. Intergrade, whatever the hell that is. That's June 10th. I know Mike's all over that shit. He gets to play as Yuffie. Gets to play as Yuffie. Wait, you're not gonna play Yuffie's
Oh yeah, I'll do
Yuffie's
the, I'll do
bullshit,
the
whatever the fuck it is.
DLC.
Yeah.
But like, I won't play through the whole fucking 40-hour campaign again.
Oh,
or
God, no.
anything like that.
And the fucking killer part is everybody got it for free as part of PS Plus this past month, right? Doesn't include this upgrade to PS
Nope. Nope. It's awesome. It's great. Thanks, guys.
Super.
You know
But it's
what?
kinda-
Knowing
that's a
knowing
little silly,
Sony,
right?
knowing Sony, they'll probably make it so that you can't upgrade it even if you paid.
That would.
You know what I mean? They're gonna make it. Just watch. With their fucking weird ass
But I paid
systems they
for
got.
it. I think I'm gonna be able.
Yeah, you'll get it, Mike. You'll get it because you bought the game, right?
Well, digitally.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You
Do
bought
I
Final
technically
Fantasy
own
VII.
that? I don't know. I don't want to get all.
All right, Andy.
existential,
All right,
but
Andy. No one owns anything, man.
He's not wrong, dude.
I know he's not wrong, but who gives a shit?
Sorry, didn't mean to derail.
No, like the Vita storefront shutting down, the PS3 storefront shutting down. Like Sony's shutting down a bunch of storefronts, and
I don't like that. That's for sure.
yeah, they say that you can continue to download your stuff, but you just won't be able to make new purchases. But you know that at some point it's gonna hit that tipping point where they're just like, and also you can't download your shit anymore. Like it's gonna happen. They'll tell you that you can download it, I'm sure, on the PS4, the PS5, what have you, but
Yeah. They have to
Yeah,
have a
so-
backup system for all this stuff. Like, at least allow you to download your shit as long as you want. You know what I mean? Like, if it's on the Sony store, at least have it. That's fine. You can't buy anything from the PS3 store anymore. Fine,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, they've obviously done, like, a cost-benefit analysis on all this bullshit, and it's like, no one gives a fuck about PS3 games anymore. No one's buying them. Let's shut the store down. And everyone's like, my PS3 games. I actually don't care about any
People
of them,
care
but
more
don't
about
shut
them
it
if they're
down.
backwards compatible and you can play them on the PS5. If they could just make that happen,
Yeah.
which they should be able to, that would be way better.
Well, look at the
Without-
Xbox store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the Xbox store. I can go buy hundreds of original Xbox games.
Now,
It's
answer me
ridiculous.
this: if you bought something, wait, could you even buy 360 games digitally? Was that a possibility?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you bought one digitally, can you play it on your Series X right now
Yes.
Yeah.
without having to purchase it again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Sony should take a page out of that book then, man, because like,
Original Xbox games
Yeah.
you can buy digitally.
like
But-
Fable, you could buy Fable or whatever.
Fusion Frenzy, for God's sake, you can buy there's a shitload of original Xbox games you can buy digitally.
yeah.
But the thing is, Microsoft went into this generation knowing full well that they wanted to build an ecosystem around their current platform
Yeah.
and enabling backwards compatibility with all of their previous titles. Now, the funny thing about Sony is they've never been really keen on keeping that backwards compatibility through any of their generations, right? If you have an optical disc, hell, you're lucky if that new reader is able to even decrypt it and be able to play it, right? With their last generation, the PS4, I mean, they had a certain amount of backwards compatibility, but even then it was still tiered off to only more recent games for the PS3. And PS3, same with the PS2. I don't think Sony's ever going to do it. Like, they've realized that, honestly, they are just crushing it right now on console sales, and there is absolutely nothing worth playing, in my opinion, on their platform. But yet they are making, they must be making money to a certain degree. They don't care. I mean, Microsoft has at least made it abundantly clear and evident. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. You know what? There are going to be holdouts. There are going to
I
be.
got one too, Rich.
Right?
What is... Oh yeah, I know what Game Mike has on PS4.
But here's the thing. I mean, that's a physical disc. You've got physical copy though, right? I mean, we're talking about digital sales and digital. But Sony isn't going to enable backwards compatibility with their digital catalog. No. It's just going to be lost forever. And if they do open it up, it's going to be on select titles only. So.
Well, they're still trying to leverage whatever the fuck that company was that they bought during the PS4 era. Gaikai, thank you. Like, they're still trying to leverage that model of backwards compatibility. Like, give us money continuously, and we'll give you access to these games on a streaming, like a Netflix style platform. But to your point, like, I already own this shit on PS3. If I own the physical disc, let me convert it into something digital, and then let me play it on my PS5.
You know, you guys have reminded me about Blizzard. I know people talk shit about Blizzard and Activision, but my Diablo 2 CD keys that I had like back in 90 something, those are digitally, like, I have them digitally now because I owned it back then on CD. I transferred it.
Yeah.
They let me do it easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can still play Diablo 2.
Copy of Diablo 3. That's now digital now. I own it forever or whatever with Blizzard, like Battle.net. Why the fuck doesn't Sony take a page out of Battle.net's book or whatever? Blizzard.
There's a platform limitation on how they code. It boils down to the developers making a conscious decision about how the platform needs to emulate, and whoever was the main architect for the Xbox platform, the OS platform, clearly had another.
It's all Windows, dude. It's all Windows based.
Yeah, but that's my
basically
point.
like a gaming PC.
Sony
right?
was always, very specific and targeted towards being very like owning their own ecosystem, right? It's like Apple owning their own ecosystem. It's a walled garden. Unfortunately, it's generationally blocked, right? Like, unless they actually enable that as an OS update and then include all of the emulation, but the performance is not going to be there. I mean, it just wasn't.
PS3 could play PS1 games and PS2 games, though. Remember?
Yes, but it was hardware. It wasn't software based.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they cared enough then. Like, they were like, no.
The thing is though, they didn't care enough because they were like, fuck that, it's costing us too much. Yank that shit out. Get rid of it.
Well, it cost us actually because of it's like you can get 2 jobs or whatever to buy this.
Oh yeah, that was so
right.
Bad.
You're not wrong. They definitely some idiots said
fucked,
that.
Man. I can't remember what I bought.
But they're taking the page out of Apple's playbook when it comes to like the tablet ecosystem, right, or even the phone ecosystem. At some point, your hardware just won't keep up with the software, and they build in those blockers because they force people then to have to upgrade. And with Sony, I mean, really, the downside is, okay, great, I have a PS5, but they're still not unlocking these old catalog titles. Right, and maybe at some point down the future they're going to be like, oh hey, we're going to do it now, right? And people will be fucking overjoyed about it. But
just to come back to Biomutant, sorry, it's $77 on the Xbox store and $60 on PSN right now.
Oh, nice!
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it actually out now?
No, it still comes out the 25th of May. But
okay.
The pricing is just completely off between the two stores.
So sorry, how much was it for PlayStation versus Xbox?
60 versus 77.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
There's some disparity there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta say the fur effects in this game looks really friggin' good.
Yeah. The game looks really good.
Is it PS4 or is it PS5?
PS4. So they have a PlayStation 4 enhanced version, it says, but you'll play it backwards on your PS5.
I feel like I need to check this game out. It does look pretty damn good.
It looks pretty good. I'm actually considering dropping 60 on it.
Which one's this?
Biomutant.
Oh, Biomutant. Yeah, sure. It's dude, it's got nothing but good praise about it so far.
Cool.
Everyone's going crazy for it. With the amount of games coming out though, like I'll definitely I'm gonna wait for reviews for this one.
Speaking of which, are there more games coming out that we were going to talk about?
There's one more. There's one more, and it's the game that just one more game. What was that? What the hell was that? Crossfire?
I think it's a.
Just
Oh,
one
was it?
more-
Yeah, it was Crossfire.
One more thing. That's
Just
what-
one more game. And this is
Rich,
the game.
you know
this-
about that?
No, I don't know.
Crossfire.
That was a stupid commercial. 80s commercial.
Crossfire. So this is the game that Nick might actually buy a PS5 for. It's Ratchet and Clank. Rift Apart, Nick. It's on June 11th.
What? Hold on, that's a confirmed street date?
Yeah, June 11th, baby.
No shit.
Baby. You might want
Yeah, I
to. You
need to
might
play
want
that.
to.
I
You
need
might
to
want to
play that.
scour Walmart's stock.
So if you buy one now, you can.
If you buy one now,
Well, what I would say is, I would definitely add Ratchet and Clank with the play at home.
oh,
right
the
now,
2016 version. You mean? Yeah.
the 2016 version, because then you can play through that with your new PS5 next week when you buy it, and then you'll be all set for June.
Nick's like, fuck off.
Such a pusher. Like, such an enabler.
It sounds like me. It sounds like something I'd do.
What do you mean?
Here's the problem, though.
Just
I
trying
just
to
bought
convince
a
people
Quest
to buy
2.
things.
Yeah, the Quest
Oh yeah,
2,
you just bought a Quest
unfortunately-
2.
Yeah, so that still requires me to kind of work it in a little bit. So
Oh, for
Doesn't
fuck's
matter.
sake! Here it is. This is the second time Richard's put it on in the last
Oh,
year.
Bro.
yeah,
In the
but
last
here's the
year.
thing. He never uses it. It just
I know.
sits there. Did you see the dust on it?
It's sacrilegious. It's blasphemous.
It is. I gotta say, Rich, it is kind of an enigma to me that you haven't.
Guess what?
You
Guess
haven't
what?
beaten Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah, guess
yet.
what game? Yeah, should we talk about that, guys? Let's talk about that for half an hour.
Are we gonna talk about what we've been playing then?
Well, wait,
Yeah.
wait. I think we're running a little bit lengthy here, guys. Because I want to do video game 20 questions. I do want to kind of jab in this one game that Richard and I have been playing, though, that I think everyone should at least try, which is Dorf Romantik.
Dorf Romantic?
And I'm not stuttering. Nick's like just rolling his eyes. It's okay, so it's so good.
So good. It's so enjoyable. Do you
It's-
remember when you used to have fun playing video games, Nick? Do you remember what that used to be like? It's that.
The guy
It's so
builds arcade cabinets.
it's so
He
good.
definitely doesn't. He doesn't know about fun with video games.
That's what I'm saying.
It's basically Catan plus Carcassonne plus.
That's the first thing I thought of. I was just like, I'm playing a digital
Yeah.
version of Catan now.
It is, but
It
all
is.
of the complexities removed, and they've done is replaced it with calming
Catan is not
calming-
complex.
calming music and nice
Oh,
sounds.
this is not a mic game. Jesus Christ.
No, it's definitely not a mic game. There's
so
no
nice.
anime
Oh,
characters.
good lord.
There-
What anime? What the fuck are you talking about?
I have no idea. I'm just
Okay. The sound design in this game is just perfectly matching the aesthetics. Like, as a package for $8, what was it, $9?
it was $9 Canadian or something like that. I was like, yep, sure, give me.
For $9, I've
Worth
played
every penny.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah,
It is worth every penny. It's a city builder in the very slightest sense of the word of city building. You're not building any cities. It's just it's a tile puzzle placement game.
Yeah, it's kind of puzzly enough that you can come back to it and replay it. There's a bit of depth to it in terms of strategy and placement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, enough to it that you have to think about it. Or if you're just running through it on your lunch break for 15 minutes, you're just placing fucking shit, right? You're just
Yeah.
placing tiles.
And
You're
you'll
enjoying
still
it.
unlock shit. Yeah. Yeah.
You guys
yeah.
are playing this instead of Half-Life Alyx, both of you guys.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. Just
You need to. That's okay. So Nick, tell me, you've been using your VR headset for a hot minute.
Yeah.
So you must have already experienced this. Like, VR is great. It's amazing. That being said, it is a exercise in, I don't know how to put this. You need to plan ahead in order to
Oh, yeah.
play VR. You can't just say, like Mike was saying, why don't you just playing Half-Life Alyx for 15 minutes at lunch? It's like, no, you don't understand.
Somebody, one of the guys on
do
the
not
forum said
understand.
really
I definitely didn't say that.
they said that, and they're trying to say, you know, maybe Microsoft should enable this because I mean, like VR is only selling like so many units, right? But the reality is, it's never going to replace being able to sit down on the couch, turn on the TV, turn on console, and just go.
No.
Right? There's so much more that you have to, especially if you're going to tether it to your PC, like what I'm doing right now. Like you've got so many other complexities to it that you have to then address. The reality is, last night I sat there and I just played whatever shit, Rec Room, whatever it was. Rec Room is like,
oh yeah. I did
version of like Roblox essentially.
Yep.
And
it's
we
cool.
Had a, huh?
It's kind of cool. It's like it gets you used to VR, and it's like, all right, I get it. This is neat. I'll never use this again, but it's neat.
It runs well. So I basically wheeled my chair into the middle of my office, and I basically joined like a paintball game. And I basically spun myself around because I turned the mechanics so that way, as I'm physically turning, I'm still able to move my head around without having to use the controls too much. And I gave myself like nausea. Like we had a heavy dinner, and I was just like, whoa, that was not smart whatsoever. And you know, but it is fun. I mean, like we've been tethering it to the TV so that we can see the kids. I mean, the kids have actually enjoyed playing the intro startup demo game where you basically have like a bunch of shit that you can just interact with and like toss around. They have more fun with that than they do with anything else. And it just highlights the detrimental aspect of the ecosystem. It's just we haven't crossed that threshold yet. I mean, there are some cool games. Like I played like one of the roller coaster games and crap like that, where you're riding in a roller coaster and you're like shooting at targets moving by, and I was just like, holy crap, that's like it's hard.
Yeah. What one was it? Fuck, Richard and I bought it. I don't know if you bought it, Richard. I did. The drunken bar fight simulator one.
Oh, that looked so funny when I saw YouTube videos for that shit.
I bought it on Steam. It was like $5 or something. It was like the drunken... I think it was just called Drunken Bar Fight Simulator. I'm like, yup, let's buy it.
So what do you... How do you play in VR? Like with the controls? Like the default Oculus controls?
So you can just punch... You can just like smash a bottle over a guy's head.
Okay.
And just see him like collapse like ragdoll. It's one of those games that's fun as hell for about 30-40 minutes. I'm like, yeah, that's all I want. I don't care.
Yeah.
There's no game. Yeah.
Let me walk you through the non-game games that you should absolutely try. I'm pretty sure you.
Oh, VR chat. You guys should try that shit, man.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no. You're. I don't know if you're joking, but I do actually want to try that.
No. I've seen some great videos on that.
That's the thing. There's like some hilarious shit that people have done.
You should play Aperture Hand Lab if you have not played that.
I've heard
I'm
that.
sorry.
Yeah.
What now? That sounds like a Steam
Aperture
portal.
It's a Steam game. Can you play games from?
Oh yes.
All right. So definitely check out Aperture Hand Lab.
It's
Definitely
free. What?
Check out free. Yeah. Definitely check out The Lab. That's another really good one. Nick, for you should check out House of the Dying Sun. That one's
I've heard of that. Yeah.
super good. Where's my other one that I would recommend everybody try? Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but this is to kind of like get your VR legs. Angry Pigs VR Isle of Pigs.
Oh shit! Angry Birds VR is Angry Birds VR. Oh sorry, yeah, Angry Birds VR Isle of Pigs. It's apparently
Angry
it's
Bird.
Phenomenal. Angry Bird.
Really
Apparently it's really I've heard nothing but good things.
It's easy to play, easy to get into. So I kind of went my way through it. Like I went through Aperture, I went through the lab to get my VR legs. I played some Angry Birds, and then I went to Super Hot. I barfed a little bit. I went back to like Angry Birds, and then I went back to Super Hot. You should definitely do Super Hot. So once you're like super comfortable with VR, Super Hot is the pinnacle of like the marriage of physical and virtual space.
Well, I've played Super Hot. I've just never played it VR, right?
You haven't played Super Hot then.
Yeah, well, it's like playing Elite Dangerous, right? It's like playing any, and of course for me, that was really the kicker. Was I had been waiting for so long to really kind of bite down on playing Elite, and honestly, I'm able to play it like fully open. Like I basically, it's funny because in the game they give you a head mount display settings, and on Ultra, it's not nearly as good as when I'm able to push it. So I have to go into custom, and then I just crank everything, and it still plays at like 30 frames, which is fine for me because even on my monitor, like it would skip a frame or two at that resolution. But for the most part, I mean, it does what I needed to. And honestly, like I had a session, I took it off, and I could feel the perspiration evaporating off of my face
Nice.
after I took off the headset. So I mean, like I do want to. I'm gonna Franken whatever it is, Franken mod it, and get like a Vive headpiece and whatever. Like the default strapping isn't really great, and the audio. Like I mean, I'm plugging something in anyway, so I mean it's fine. But I mean, in terms of getting what I need out of it, like I have a smaller USB cable here, so in terms of tethering, it's not a big deal. But I'll definitely, now that this works, and of course, like the Steam VR Home, for whatever reason, doesn't really work very well. Like even with the default Oculus controllers, and so, but I'll try anything really. I mean, now that I got this working, yeah, for sure.
Dude, Star Wars Squadrons, I will actually try that now, and that's VR on PC, like the Gamepass version. And Tetris, I know it's Tetris, but seriously, play Tetris Effect. Play it in VR. It's actually, you know what? Shit, I don't actually know if the Xbox version is in VR at all.
I don't think so.
Because the PS4 version was.
Right.
Shit,
Res
I didn't
was
even
another
think
one
of
that came up.
Res is amazing in VR. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And Tetris Effect is on Steam for whatever that's worth.
It's not, but it's on Xbox PC Game Pass.
I don't know.
But I don't know if it. Fuck, I have it installed. I'll check it later. But Tetris Effect apparently in VR is just like insanely good.
Yeah, like the kids want to try like Beat Saber and stuff like this.
Beat Saber is so good.
To like break my hands or the handsets. I've already told them that if they break a handset, it's like $100 a pop type of thing. So
Beat Saber is so good, dude. Oh my god, it's so good.
Okay.
Yeah, so we could talk about this all night, but I think Richard's got a job, and that job is.
I do, but I'm gonna run to the washroom, so we can take a quick break.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a beer while Richard gets rid of a beer.
Beep bees.
Well, I'm on my own. I'm gonna say I beat Okami, and I spent 40 hours on that game, and it's basically, I would say it's one of the best Zelda games that's come out. It's not a Zelda game. If Breath of the Wild hadn't come out, I'd say it's one of the best Zelda games ever. So yeah, I'd say Wind Waker, Okami, and Breath of the Wild, best Zelda games ever. Yeah, dude, Okami is just amazing, dude.
It was amazing, man. The controls, I just loved the controls and the fluidity of the wolf, whatever it is.
Wolf, yeah, and the painting mechanic.
Oh, the painting was amazing.
Really easy to do.
But it was like super intuitive. Yeah, super intuitive, but it was like really satisfying at the same time, right?
Yeah, it doesn't take itself seriously. It's like always cracking jokes the whole time. Like, yeah. It's pretty great. Like, I had no complaints about the game other than the fact that you can't speed up the text. It's not voice recordings. It's all text, and they don't let you go fast through some of them. And I'm like, just like dying. Yeah. Like, I'm like, oh my god, I can read faster than this. This is stupid. Hence, I spent 40 hours beating it because there's a lot of movies. Like,
yeah, that would be a part of a PS2 era game.
Absolutely, yeah. And they just, for the HD version, they just didn't see fit to fix that. You can skip them, but I didn't want to skip them. I wanted to know what was happening.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Nick, I beat Okami. I don't know if you heard of that game. But
Okami. Oh, yeah. I remember hearing about that.
Very stylized. It looks like watercolor paintings.
Yeah, you're like a white wolf or that. That's the game.
Exactly. and it's like a
Incredible,
Zelda game. It's
incredible
basically
game.
a Zelda game.
No,
But yeah, I'm glad I beat it. Teresa got that for me a couple Christmases ago, but she also got me Stardew Valley the same Christmas, and I was absolutely addicted to Stardew Valley and absolutely forgot about Okami, and
Nice.
finally got back to it.
Damn it, that's a hard decision, man.
Mm-hmm.
Stardew Valley was so good.
Stardew
It's
Valley
still
is
so
like
good. They're still adding stuff. That dude
I know
is-
it's just the one guy.
My God.
Well, the guy's a goddamn multi-millionaire at this point. I don't think he's.
Oh, he's gotta be.
I don't think he's hurting. So yeah, where did we leave up? We got Richard here. He's rubbing his hands vigorously. If you can't hear that, now he's flexing. Now he's angry.
Oh,
He's getting angry. Now he's
Now he's
giving us the
pissed.
finger. Now he's pissed. Gee, now he's barfing. He's
Every game
throwing
he
up.
gets,
He's
nobody
throwing
ever
up.
gets. Like it's the most random, ridiculous.
Willie Beamish. Oh wait, Way of the
Beamish.
Warrior for the 3DO. Is that the game?
Please ask a legitimate question.
I don't think anyone else actually watched or played Way of the Warrior for 3DO
I
except
have
Andy.
no idea.
Andy
We're
would be
officially-
here
we're starting?
laughing.
we're
We are laughing. We are starting.
Okay, did this game come out before the year 2000?
No.
Did it come out after 2010?
No.
Huh?
Not. So it can't.
So it was
I like this
released
already.
multiple
This is
times.
good. This is good.
Released multiple times.
The reason he's struggling is because it probably did, but it originally came out between 2000 and 2010.
So after 2010, which would include 2011 to present, no.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so it came out in 2010.
Are you updating the show notes,
The
Dan?
fact that he's
I'm
laughing
updating
like
it.
a madman.
Oh, thanks.
I'm up.
So okay, so this game came out in 2010.
Is this a console
That
exclusive?
still does not help that much. Yeah,
Is
is
this
it?
a console exclusive? Yes.
Oh shit, that might help a bit.
Do we want to ask if it was like a
Oh.
cross?
Hang on.
Already. 2 questions in. New record.
When it released, it was a console exclusive.
When it released. Oh, so okay. So we already know it's released multiple times.
That's a good
Its
hint,
first
though.
Run,
Oh.
it was a console exclusive.
Well, I gotta be a little bit.
What?
I gotta be a little bit friendly about this because otherwise.
Yeah. What console was 2010? That was on the cusp of PS3, 360.
I think 2000 to 2010 would have been GameCube.
No, this
Oh,
this game was released in 2010.
Oh, I thought it was not after 2010.
Just look at Richard's face, Mike. He's giving you the finger right now. It came out in 2010.
Oh,
Been playing this one very well.
It was
PS3 then, I think, right?
it was a very it was a very opportune technicality on my part. I asked
Could have been
the
PS3.
very good question, not knowing it was a good question. So yeah, 2010 was PS4, wasn't it?
PS4 is 2013.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So it's 360,
360,
PS3.
PS3, Wii U? Wii. Wii.
No, not Wii U.
Wii U. What do
No,
we-
Wii-
Wii
no,
U is
Wii-
2012. So
Yes, no, yeah, Wii U came out after 2010 because I was living in Easton Road.
Okay,
Which
so
I've only
it's
been there for 8 years.
360,
Yeah, so
Wii, or Game Boy Advance.
Ooh.
Or sorry, DS. Sorry, DS.
Yeah.
or,
Do you want to eliminate handsets?
yeah,
Handsets?
yeah. Was this a TV screen console, like not a portable?
Sorry, is that a question? You want to?
What was it? Okay, so was it?
Playing on a TV.
Yeah, would you,
Was it also yeah,
Dude.
was it also available on handheld devices?
also available? No, it was not.
It's console
also
exclusive when it was launched, bro.
yeah, but it could have been DS or 3DS or whatever,
Okay,
or
so
PS
no-
Vita or
no-
whatever.
No, not a handheld.
Okay. So it's
Handheld.
But it was
so
only
it's-
on one console, so if it was handheld, it was handheld. If it was,
Hold on, we don't
No,
know.
a handheld machine. I think we mean
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was it a PS Vita or a 3DS
Was it-
or a whatever.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
and it's not. It's not.
But we don't know that it was like a Sony exclusive or anything like that yet.
but it said console exclusive, yes, when released.
Yes, but console 3D Nintendo 3DS is a console. PS Vita is a console.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. That doesn't mean okay. So that means it was either just on PlayStation, just on Nintendo, just on Xbox, right?
No. It
That's
means
a
it was
console exclusive.
no.
a
That's
platform
that's
exclusive.
company
Yeah,
exclusive.
that's-
That's
that'd be
not
a plat-
platform.
a
Oh, so
exclusive.
this just means it didn't come out on PC.
No, it means it.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Okay,
it means
no,
like
no,
it.
wait,
it
wait.
We should ditch that question in the future. That's not a good question.
Console exclusive, yes, when released, infers that it was not available on PC when it was released.
That's only excluding PC, which is like
Correct.
that's not a helpful question. I think we should ditch that in the future.
no. Okay.
We should
so,
say
oh,
platform
wait.
exclusive,
No.
exclusive in the future.
Console exclusive means it was exclusive to one machine. Like it was only on 360 or it was.
No, Rich
Only
is saying
on
platform
3DS.
exclusive, and he's right. We should say platform exclusive.
Well, hold on.
No,
The
console.
question was this a console exclusive?
Yeah, so it was only on the Switch, or it was only on the PS3, or it
Right,
was only on
but-
the
but-
Dreamcast.
But he also said it was re-released.
Right. So when I say console exclusive, it means so in this case, it means that it was exclusive to consoles.
No. Okay, sorry.
So platform exclusive would be like platform
Okay,
exclusive.
so I think we need clarity on
or
that.
first party, or like that sort of stuff would infer. Anyway,
Okay, so
Okay,
yeah, well that's
Was
fine.
this
We'll use
game,
platform
Rich,
exclusive.
was this
then.
game published by Nintendo?
no.
All right, so this was not on the Wii.
Okay, so 2010.
There's a lot of 360 games.
I'm just gonna fucking. Was this on 360?
No.
PS3.
Was it on PS3?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. So it's a PS3 game.
I literally owned a PS3 for no other reason than to own one and never used it.
I still have one,
Is
and
it a
it's
Blu-ray
still a
player
Netflix.
for you at least?
Real great
It's a
game,
Netflix.
really
It's a
cheap.
No,
Netflix
I
box.
had a Blu-ray player. I just wanted a PS3 and I got it like secondhand, and it was one of the ones that had Linux on it, so I wanted to run like mods on it, but
Was this published by Sony?
Please hold. Please hold. Yes.
you're buffering.
Yes.
You're buffering, Richard. Wow, Sony published. This is a first-party PS3 game released in 2010. No one go on your goddamn phones or your fucking browsers. It's not allowed.
No, I know.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ. Nick's
Richard,
like, what do you mean? I'm just looking down for a separate reason.
Is this game played in the first-person perspective, Richard?
No.
Not first person.
So it's not.
Was this game
it's
a
not
sports game?
Killzone or
No.
no sports games.
We were talking about hotshots earlier, and I wasn't sure if there was going to be any correlation.
It's
Yeah.
been 10 questions,
I think
guys. We
it's
got to be
good.
a little more choosy with our questions.
Could this have been Layer for the PS3? Remember that piece of shit game?
Oh, do you think this
I
is
know.
Knack, possibly?
No, now it was PS4. That was the PS4 launch game. Trust me, I bought
was
it at
it?
EB
Oh, okay.
for $40.
Was Mark
Um,
Cerny just going to town about Knack? Remember up on stage?
Oh yeah, Mark Cerny loves Knack.
And Donkey.
So hold on, Mike. You asked if it was
Knack.
first person.
Yeah, it's not first person.
Okay.
Does this game have realistic visuals?
Yes.
First party Sony PS3 game with realistic
Oh, so this could
visuals.
be an Uncharted game.
Now, would you classify racing games as sports games, Richard?
Yeah.
As you would. Okay, so it's not Gran Turismo.
It could be Uncharted.
Ooh.
Yeah, Uncharted.
Ooh,
yeah.
fuck.
That would
there's a
be
lot
that
of
would be
Uncharted.
Uncharted 1 or 2. I think 3 came out for. Sorry, PlayStation 3.
No, 3 came out for PS3. 4
Only
came
is
out on
this-
PS4.
Oh,
On 4.
Is
did
this
it come out
game
for
part of the
PS2 as well? I can't even remember.
No. 3 of them came out on PS3.
Oh,
But we
Jesus.
haven't asked if the game was part of a series, though.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh,
good question. Do you want to
Nick,
ask
there
it?
you go.
Yeah, is this game part of a series?
No.
God
So it's
damn it.
definitely not
Yes,
Uncharted. You saved
It's
us.
like you're over here for me, but you're actually over here.
You're right here for me, Nick.
Yeah. You're right there for me.
You're
Ooh.
here for me.
Yeah, I hate the reverse thing with this one. Drives me nuts.
Shit. Okay, so
Do you play as a human in this game?
A human? Yes.
what the fuck does that mean? What does
Maybe
that
you play
mean?
as multiple humans.
So hold on. What was
the
the
fuck?
It'd
answer?
be an RPG, Dan. You play it as like a team, like a.
God damn it, where's Andy? He'd know this immediately. He'd be like, oh, this is...
If it's an RPG.
He'd be like, oh, this is some bullshit RPG that no one ever played.
Sorry, I don't remember my. Did you say it was part of a series or a one-off?
Not part of a series.
Not
Okay.
part of it.
And you play as
you
a
do
human.
play as...
Was the last question.
What? Shit, now I've already forgotten Richard's quirk. He was like, you do play as a human? Like, what?
Well,
what does that
It
mean? What does
implies
that
multiple
mean?
Humans. I think.
God
So you
damn
probably
it.
play as multiple people.
Are you an alien? Do you fight aliens? No, but
Not really.
Yeah,
He's like, no,
I
that's
would
not an
mess up
answer.
like this.
You
No,
son
no.
of a...
You always play as a human.
Okay, you always play... Okay, that's fine,
Oh.
that's fine, that's fine. But you might play as multiple humans at certain points.
You might play as multiple
Okay.
humans.
Fuck. Sony
What
first
else-
party games. They
what
don't
else
have...
did-
Sony does not
Did,
have
did
many...
Naughty Dog do anything other than Uncharted? Where you play as a human?
Naughty Dog. What have they done? Like Last of Us and
It's
Uncharted?
all series though, right? Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Crash
thinking of like
Bandicoot.
God of War. Nope. Knack.
Didn't they do
Obviously
Crash
not.
Bandicoot?
It can't be them then.
No, Sony didn't do Crash Bandicoot. It was
The
Activision.
developer would be great. Should we find out where it was developed? Would that be like what country? Like or continent?
Yeah.
East and West.
Yeah. Was
Well,
it? Yeah.
it
Was
was
it?
Sony. Wait. It was Sony published. Does that mean it's likely a Japanese developer?
No, not necessarily. Because Sony's Santa
Well, okay.
Monica and
Okay, let's get this straight though. Like Western developer, Richard, would you agree? Western developers are like anything that's not Japan, basically.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so was
That
this
would
a
include
was this a
Europe.
Western? Yeah, was this a Western developed game?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
All right. It was a one-off on PS3. Like this should be.
A one-off Western developed fucking Sony published
Gonna
game
be
on
some
PS3.
weird-
No one fucking played anything on PS3. God damn it! You play as a...
If we find out, Dan, if we find out that it was well received versus not well received, would that be helpful at this point?
No,
No.
I can't even think of the games that fit any of these criteria right now for PS3. Richard's just smiling in his ivory tower over there.
You have
Well,
6 questions left.
Oh,
We
shut
know
the
this,
fuck up.
this is a tricky one, man. Like this is definitely not an easy game.
It's a very easy game.
It's not from our point of view, you goddamn bastard. It's no... PS3 was not a very popular machine.
I mean,
Like
okay.
all the games I
We can-
played,
we
like
can debate
Ratchet
that
and
later.
Clank. Ratchet
We
and
were
Clank
all about
can't be.
360.
Yeah, 360
your
was...
group might have been all about 360, but this was an extremely popular system. Like that. It
Okay,
was,
so this game was well received. Let's it's probably well received.
I
Fuck,
mean, the-
man.
The system was.
That
Oh,
makes it
basically
even
kind of
worse.
people-
That makes it even worse. I'm like, the
Here-
fact that it's a good
part
game.
of a series. That's the hard thing.
It's
Like,
not. That's the
not,
thing. It's
though.
not part of a series, so it's not Ratchet and
Well,
Clank.
then
It's not
people are probably
Uncharted.
like, why
it's
the
not
fuck haven't they made a sequel, right?
Killzone.
Like, it's going to be one of those kinds of games, you
It's
know?
not Resistance. It's not like there was a lot of good PS3 games. Motorstorm. That's a series. Like there's so many games that I played. I don't think I played a single game on PS3 that wasn't a series.
Like the
We still don't know
Infamous-
the
Infamous
genre,
game.
guys.
That's
Oh,
a
right.
series.
We kind of need to know the genre.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell. Well, it's not
it-
first
it-
person. It's not a sports game. Is it an RPG, Richard?
It's an RPG now.
Fucking hell.
Oh, fucking hell. So it's probably like a shooter or like an action.
It can't be,
Richard,
'cause it's
can
not
you,
first
can you
person.
shoot things in this game, Richard?
Oh boy.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
That's a
Ah.
no, but-
Oh, I like ooh.
well, I don't
Jesus.
want to be misleading.
I just want to piss him off so he like gives away something.
I don't fully recall if you can shoot things.
Dan, nice.
Well, you
nice phone call.
either shoot something or you don't. Cameron's. Ching.
Oh,
Ching.
yes.
Nice glass.
That's like
Choice,
that's like
Michael.
a Mirror's Edge kind of game.
Fusion?
You know, like
Twin
but
powers
it's not-
activate.
It's not sports, right?
I'm gonna say yes, probably.
Okay,
What
so
the
wait.
fuck does that mean? Yes, probably.
Sorry,
So it's not
what
a
was
big
the
part of
question?
the game, apparently.
It's
Shooting
not a big part
things.
of the game.
Shit.
Oh
And you
my
play as
God.
multiple people, is what we're gathering.
That's right.
Oh. Could this be like an XCOM kind of game? Like one of those kinds of
No,
game?
because XCOM,
I
you're
guess you
shooting.
definitely shoot
It's a
things.
tactical game, right? So
Yep.
I see. Like I would say, like in XCOM, your main thing is to shoot things.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So what's a game where it's like an aside? It's like, maybe. Like, fuck,
You
man.
could shoot people if you want, but you don't have to. Like, what?
Oh.
And it's a Sony first party. It's a Sony. Well, it's
gonna
a
be
pub-
like a
oh
Sonic
wait, it's
the
Sony
Hedgehog game or
published.
something
It
like
doesn't
that.
necessarily.
But we
a Sony
should know
developed
this is
Crash-
basically
some
what
Crash
he's
Bandicoot
suggesting.
Crap.
game. Oh, this is ridiculous.
What's a game where you
I
have
really
a
hope
gun
we're
but you don't
recording
always use it?
audio for this because I think this.
Yes,
is
we're
really-
recording goddamn
Oh,
audio,
God.
you son of a bitch. Son of a.
Should I show off my T-shirt while we're here? I was like, what's that?
Are you just fucking? Is that
It's-
part of the game?
It's console wars.
Okay,
Remember
that's
Like,
yeah, it's a good
like
shirt. Shut up,
Star
get out of here.
Wars, But it's console. Check that
Yeah,
out.
I like it, Richard. Just shut up. It's a good
Okay.
it's a good shirt. Shut up. God damn it, jerk.
Well, hold on. But if you're not shooting something, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not attacking something. So it could involve like weapons, like handheld melee weapons, though. So
Like a strategy game.
Oh shit. Could this be Warriors? Was that a exclusive to
The
PS3?
Warriors. No, it was
No,
not
it-
exclusive. It
Warriors
wasn't a
was-
It wasn't a Sony publisher. It was Rockstar, dude.
yeah,
Right.
Rockstar produced that.
Oh, fuck me. And that would have been what, Take-Two published or something?
Dude, I don't know PS3. I don't know PS3. All I
I
ever
know, I'm having
fucking
a hard
played.
time with PS3 as well.
All I played on PS3 was the big shit. That's it. The big
Like
series.
Uncharted and shit like
Uncharted.
that. Gran Turismo.
Yeah, and like I played Motors. I loved Motorstorm.
It's like-
Resistance.
it's
I
like
loved.
an AC/DC Live rock band game or something stupid like that.
Oh, for fuck's sake! SingStar. Is it SingStar? No.
You can't shoot things in SingStar.
No. It's not, it's
Maybe
not
you
a
can.
SingStar game.
It says yeah, probably.
I'll
maybe
give
I-
you a full hint. It is not SingStar or Rock Band or Guitar Hero or any of that.
I don't even know where to go next.
Oh,
we have
It had
we have
realistic
3
visuals,
questions.
by the way, guys. That's kind of helpful.
Dude, I'm at a
And you
fucking
play as
I'm
multiple
at a
people.
I'm at a loss here.
Like I'm looking at like movie IPs that were like transitioned that would have no relevance to having anything else. Like
It's not.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it can't be Spider-Man. It can't be. It can't be any series. A one-off PS3 fucking game. Are you fucking kidding me?
Who did Heavy Rain?
Beowulf.
Ah, Quantic Dreams. They did a lot of other games.
Was that Sony published?
But I would say that's part of a series. Like
No, it's not. Are they French?
Quantic,
Dream? Or is he American?
They're not Japanese. That's for sure.
Could be Heavy Rain. Could be.
Could be. You play as multiple humans.
Brutal.
Fuck, you
Legend.
do, don't you?
Jason!
Should we ask if there's
Jason! Yeah, is there origami in this game, Richard?
Yeah, there's.
Oh, yeah, Michael! Yeah, baby! Yeah,
Pulled
baby!
that one out of my ass. Holy
Jesus Christ!
shit. Is this game Heavy Rain?
Yes.
Give
Heavy Rain.
me Heavy Rain.
Fuck, man. That's actually one of the ones that I played. I actually played that on
I
PS3.
never
Nice.
played Heavy Rain. How have
Ah,
Jason!
beautiful.
Jason!
Jason!
you never Jason. Press square to Jason. Yeah, man.
Shave left to right. Shave left to right.
Yeah. So
Fuck,
that's
I
what I'm
love
saying,
that
like,
game. I love that game.
I'm
You
pretty
chose
sure
a-
the detective shoots at some point. Like you plays the detective.
They
who
do.
probably
They
shoots.
do. Yeah. There's. Yeah. No.
So-
Dude,
now
you
I'm
chose- you
looking
chose a hell
through.
of a fucking game, man. Like
Fuck.
that's a great topic.
That's the thing. Now I'm looking through all of your answers and like, okay, they all make sense. Complete
I
sense.
definitely thought you guys were gonna go down the rabbit hole of trying to guess the genre like more than what you did. Like you did the first person you did
Oh, but
sports.
what is that
and then you
genre even?
stopped.
Like,
No,
what is that? It's a
we're
choose
just-
your own
What would
adventure.
I don't even know what
We're
I would say.
lucky. We're just lucky that Mike
Choose
guessed.
your own adventure.
That's
would be,
all
like,
that-
the thing that I would be like, oh yes, choose your own adventure. Good job. Like I don't even know what I would say.
That's the genre, right?
No, I know exactly. Or like, what was it? QuickTime event game.
A thon, quick,
what
yeah,
would you even say?
QTE a thon.
Yeah.
It's a Strand style game.
Yeah. I'm sure it is.
Fucking hell. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Nicely done. You
Yeah,
got there.
nicely job, as they say, right?
Is it
What was
or,
that,
or egg on me? Oh, not
egg-
or egg on me. No.
Fuck. Okay. Well, there you go. Thank you, Richard, very much.
Damn, that was close. Holy shit!
Jesus
I was
Christ.
feeling the pressure. I think I'm all sweaty.
I am under pressure.
Yeah.
It's fitting.
All right, we will. Jesus Christ, I don't know if we're gonna have one next week because it's like Easter weekend this weekend. So maybe
Tuesday.
next
Yeah,
Tuesday. You know what? We're all gonna be sick and tired of our families next Tuesday. Let's do another one.
Sure.
Hold on, I have to wait that long to be sick and tired of them? What?
No one says that.
All right, let's do another one right now. No, yeah. So see you next week, peeps. Peeps, marshmallow peeps. No, Easter.
Okay. Sure.
You don't like
yeah.
peeps? I hate
No.
peeps. They're gross. All right, see ya.